Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josh. If you don't know who I am, I started this channel to really just kind of create a conversation around what you're doing to follow Jesus, talk about what I'm doing to follow Jesus, and just kind of, you know, give some thoughts that I have and things that I see, and hopefully get some feedback from you guys as well around what your experience is like. Today's subject is, one I've been led to talk about for some time, and it's really about people who don't feel confident in taking those steps to start leaning into Jesus. And, there's so many people, you see it on social media, people you meet, and they feel like they have to meet some prerequisite to get to know Jesus. They feel like there's, a certain series of steps that they've got to follow before they can, start really reading their Bible, or before they can start going to church, or they're not quite good enough. They're not a good Christian. I hear that a lot. I'm not Christian enough. And what I'll say to that is, I don't know that there's ever just an assured, hey, I've got this all sorted out, I'm a good enough person. There's no real list of requirements to start getting to know Jesus. We're all imperfect. I'm imperfect. I struggle with constantly feeling like I am not enough for what I'm doing, that I am, I do not meet that requirement. And I will tell you, the more I spend time with in the Word, the more I spend time going to church, the more I try to spend time seeking God, the less that feeling of inadequacy hits me, and the more confident I am in being able to have conversations with others, lead others, read my Bible, do those types of things. I saw a video the other day where they were talking about somebody who was struggling with addiction, and how once he conquers his addiction, then he's going to get right with God. And the guy telling the story said, why don't you get right with God, and God will help you conquer that addiction. God will lead you to the habits that will help you. God will help you. And, the main points that I want to make in saying this is that, we talk about all things made new. We talk about new life. We talk about new creation. We talk about all of these things where, change your heart, change your body, change your mind, change your soul, change your experience. Just how much differently your life will be spiritually. And those are not just buzzwords that people use. It is real life experience. I'm reading a book right now that talks about willpower is limited and God's power is unlimited. And the book is called Power to Change. I'm gonna do a whole video on it because I think it's remarkable. But I think that that's a great phrase and a good segue to we are limited in what we can achieve by ourselves. We are limited in what our mind has the capacity to understand. We are limited. And at the end of the day, meeting God and walking with God, you are unlimited. You can achieve all things. And, when you think about, I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I've sinned so much in the past, I know I've been there. It's funny to think, the more you read the Bible, the more you realize that God used those type of people to do the most incredible things. These are people that went on to lead others to Jesus, that were apostles, that, went on to do incredible, amazing things. And it's about walking with God now. It's about listening to God, seeking God, and He'll change everything about you. It'll show you how great and wonderful your life can be. And I just want to encourage you, if this is something that you struggle with, if you feel like, you can't be understood, or you're not good enough, or whatever it may be, whatever vernacular you want to use, I just want to encourage you that you are enough right now. God wants to meet you right now. There's not a checklist that you had to figure out. There's no sin so great. There's nothing you could have done that cannot be covered by grace. And it's there. It's there. And you just have to seek that. I will do another video. I'm going to talk about 12 things that I've did that really helped me in getting closer to Jesus. One great example is I downloaded the YouVersion Bible app and just got a verse a day. And I can't tell you the number of times that small step creeps into my life where I'm having a bad day and then I get a verse of the day. just to tell a very short story. So I was kind of having a rough day. I was considering in my job if this is really what God wants me to do. What do I do? I'd been there a long time. What does it look like to maybe transition? And I get a verse of the day, and the verse of the day is Joshua 1:9, and talks about, have I not commanded you? Do not be anxious, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And that provided me such certainty that I don't need to have that anxiety. I need to be courageous in the Lord. I need to seek what God has for me, and that he is with me in every step that I take. And I encourage you to seek him, because I promise you it's worth it. It's going to change your life, and you're enough right now. I hope this was helpful. I hope that, please, if you have any feedback, let me know. Let me know your story. I'd love to hear some people's testimony out there. And until the next video, God bless, and you guys take care of yourself.